Well, the European Commission is already busy with policy regarding mandatory percentages of recycled plastics for certain product categories. The electronic sector is not mentioned yet, but I can imagine that this also in the short term will be one of the sectors with a mandatory percentage of recycled plastic for certain product categories, and not for all yet, but probably first the more easy categories without food contact or skin contact. People are always optimizing towards the policy. And this can have also a sort of rebound effect. So in the packaging, for example, you have there are agreements that sorters can sort, for example, maximum of 45% mixed plastics. And well, this is then what they're aiming for instead of decreasing the mixed plastic and improving the monostreams. They're aiming for the maximum of 45%, which is then most cost efficient and is not about the quality, but more about the volume and the cost efficiency of that. So usually there are disadvantages like that in all kinds of EPR schemes, and you need to have other incentives to try to come over those barriers.
We have some improvements to make in the collection, but the policy should more concentrate on how the material that is collected is also treated. Is it treated in a qualitative good way that brings out highly qualitative secondary raw materials? This is the policy future I would expect. Today we are in between collection rate, then we focus in the policy a little bit on the so-called depollution, get out hazardous substances out of the waste stream, and in the future I hope that the grade on how you measure the efficiency of a recycling process will be how many highly qualitative raw materials you bring out and bring back into our circle. Yeah. We are at the moment, it's a case that we have to individually negotiate with each compounder, with each supplier, the quality of the recycled plastics we are using. And this is a hard job because you go into individual discussion with each possible supplier, and it sometimes went out that nobody can deliver the quality, and then you start the process from the beginning. That's why we are at the moment counting on the standardization stream of the so-called Circular Plastics Alliance, where we define commonly accepted quality grades for recycled plastics. For example, alongside with the CPA, we now started at NEN, at the Netherlands Standard Organization, a project for quality grades of recycled PP. And these are important instruments, these quality standards that exist for a long time, for example, for steel, for copper, and for other, are an important element to get the market for recycled plastics running.
Incentives rather than obligations, I think, would be great. In the cases where we have seen requirements of using recycled materials, if the price then go up on the recycled material, suddenly we will see an inflow of a lot of materials with recycled claims, which in reality are virgin. Because when the material that is called recycled is more expensive than virgin, suddenly there are some actors in the market happily branding their virgin material as recycled, and the market is not improving really. If you have a specific requirements on the use of recycled, I say that the plastic part needs to contain 20% recycled plastic. Currently, it's very hard to verify on that component. It's not very easy to see which molecules are recycled and which are not.